everyone, it's Gail here with a little flip through of my latest journal. This is Gina at the Rebookery inspired journal, and I made it out of an old Betty Crocker cookbook. So we're gonna attempt this. I'm filming at a weird angle. You guys, I dislocated my shoulder, and so I've had to raise my table, and my craft room is a little funky because of that, but it's what I have to do for my shoulder. So I'm hoping to stay in frame, so bear with me on this first video in this new setup. But this journal, oh, see, I'm already hitting the camera. Gosh. Well, I wanted to show you it was made out of a Betty Crocker's cookbook, just like this. The cover was in a little better shape than this one, but I intend to alter this one as well here coming up. But wanted to show you how it started out. And what I did was I covered the Betty Crocker cookbook with fabric. I just covered the whole thing and then layered on the front. This is a vintage handkerchief, some cheesecloth, music paper. This beautiful image is by Tsunami Rose. There's a little crocheted, well, it's more like an applique is what it is. And then up at the top here, I have a little bulb pin from Denise's shop, A Tattered Dream, and it holds a little heart key. So let's go inside. Again, this one has been embellished in a way that you can really make it your own. It's garden flower themed, but it could be an art journal, it could be a keepsake journal, really whatever inspires you. So I will try. I feel like I'm not very well in camera. It's almost like I need to prop up. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna try and prop it with this cookbook and see if you can see the pages a little bit better. So in the book I used some Anna Griffin paper. How's that? That looks pretty good. Some Anna Griffin paper. This one I just put on some trim and a little merchandise tag from Denise's shop, from A Tattered Dream, that I did a little stamp on. And then on the back, I sewed a pocket with some, it's kind of seagrass wallpaper. So there's vintage wallpaper in here, and I'll try to point out everything as I go along. But, so here's a little railroad form. This is a book page out of this great nature book that I have. It's not Edith Holden, but it's similar. And this flips out. There's some fabric and doily trim on there. This is an image from a calendar. So I was just able to cut off the dates and everything and still keep the beautiful images. This is from an atlas, page from an atlas. And here's Montana. Here's where I'm from. So, of course, on the other page, I have fun, because we do have fun in Montana. This is a little book page pocket that I created and just used as a tuck back here. These two pages come out of a, oh, am I in frame? These two come out of a book that I used actually in its entirety. I used two books, full books, to make this journal. This is the one that those came out of. It's called Flowers of Friendship, and its copyright was 1968. And it had beautiful floral images as well as awesome poems about friendship. So I used that, and then once again I used a children's book in its entirety, so you could read it from front to back if you wanted, and it's got a garden theme to it too. So you'll see those as we go along. So here, yep, here's the children's book starting off here, the Ready, Set, Grow. And then just some papers from my stash with some lace. Kind of got a double tuck. I'm just making sure I'm in camera. I am okay. Index card here, just homemade tag, and a little coffee dyed paper tucked in the second tuck. So it's just folded twice, so there's 2 tucks there. We've got some ledger paper that folds out, so lots of room for journaling. Attached on this page, I have a Hermelinda tag, and it holds some of the poetry from the friendship book. The friendship book, you know, talked about the garden, friendship. You know, there was a lot of floral references to it, so I thought it went well in here. Anna Griffin paper with a playing card tuck here, and again, some pages from that book. And of course, if this gets too bulky, you can just take those out and substitute them for whatever you want, of course. But these are kind of really fun poems. I read a few of them and they were kind of neat. So this is a tuck here on this pink page. This is a altered playing card that I altered. Again, another bulb pin from Denise's shop. And then this is an envelope that things can be tucked in. Here's some vintage wallpaper, and it's flipped up to make a pocket in the back, and there's also a tuck here. So a couple things going on that page. Here's part of the children's book, and then this particular cookbook didn't have any dividers with it, so I created my own out of some really thick Pendaflex file folders, and I just put some flowers on the tabs. Really, I kind of intend this to be, I try to give you a jumping off spot, but really a book that you can do with whatever you want to, and kind of, here's a pocket here. The backgrounds are provided for you, and the colors and the floral inspiration. So it's not super embellished, but there are some things here and there. This is a little Amelia Earhart card with some vintage sales receipts tucked in there. This side has a card that flips open, but it's a tuck, and I just created this little piece to go in it, and it's a 1954 planner, wildlife book with some fabric and cheesecloth and lace, and then the back has the flat fabric flip. So just tucked that in there. So that'll be a fun one to play with. This sheet has a pocket. It does flip out all the way, but it also has a pocket all the way along, and it just has a coffee dyed Rolodex card sewn on there. Some more of the children's book, and another railroad slip, another piece of the ledger that I left its original size so you could flip it all the way out. This is from another children's book that I just like the illustration. And these I haven't mentioned before, but throughout there's pages from the gardening book that I took apart when I made my first one of these 5-ring binder type journals. So here's the children's book again. This is one of Tsunami Rose's file folders, and I just clipped it here so it can come completely off, but it's a tuck here and a tuck on this side. So that's there. This is just some real pretty ribbon that I've sewn on the side there. There's a ton of sewing in here. Almost everything is sewn, hardly anything's glued. Playing card tab on this vintage wallpaper that is so thick and yummy. It's just wonderful. Pocket in the back. Here's another one of the dividers with flowers on it. Original page. This is just a random children's book. This one isn't the one that that I have in its entirety. This is just one of my mixed media tag envelopes, and I just clipped that on there. This is the children's book. ledger paper, original page. And then this is some of the illustrations from that friendship book. And I just thought they were gorgeous. So I just clipped these on here. Again, like I say, I tried to leave a lot of flexibility for you to make this your own. This flips out and it's just got a little tuck here with a playing card here. And then this is an envelope. I just did some layering on the flap and put some of the poems in here, the Friendship Garden type poems. So that's a giant envelope. You could put lots of goodies in there. It's got some lovely stamps on the top. I don't know if those are in frame or not, but I'm scared to move my book. So this is another pocket. It's just a pocket made out of Anna Griffin paper, and it's got a playing card tuck spot back here. Vintage wallpaper with some sewing on it, and another playing card tuck there. The calendar, vintage wallpaper with the playing card attached, and I just put a guest check in that pocket. Some more atlas paper. This page just has a little corner tuck for some of the poetry. Again, this is the original garden book. And then this is some ledger. Another one of the file folders with little floral trim there. This paper I used this kind of Art Deco playing card on, and then it's got some of the beautiful illustrations tucked into the tuck spot here. And then here is another one of the double pages from that book. So, I mean, you could leave these in here. You could pull them out and use them in another journal that you're making, or whatever you want to. And here's another just scrapbook paper that has a pocket on this side. I've got the poem flashcard sewn in there. Children's book. Another children's book that I just love this poem, and it talked about nature, so I thought it went well in here. This side, it has some fabric sewn onto some wrapping paper and ledger. And then in the back, this is the very back, I put this double pocket, and it is jam-packed with wallpaper and wrapping paper and cuttings from the other things used in the book. Plus, in the back here, I've added a bunch of these Brex things that have gorgeous florals in them. And so if you use this as a gardener's journal, those, or you could use those in another journal, whatever. But I was just going to include all of that to play with in this journal. So that is it, guys. I hope you like it. I am going to list this on my Etsy shop, Cinnamon Tea, as soon as I can upload the video, get pictures taken, all that sort of good stuff, So anyway, I again want to thank Gina at the Rebookery for her inspiration. These journals are a ton of fun to make, and I've just really enjoyed doing it. So anyway, hope you like it. We will talk to you next time, and should have a journal here soon. It's a little hard in the summer, isn't it, to get into your craft room, but I'm managing. So we'll just see you next time when I have another journal to share. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.